Unsighted recently got called one of the best Metroidvanias released this year by Kotaku, and that is in the year of Metroid Dread being released. It's a game filled with androids that must extend their battery life or turn unsighted, a sort of feral, raging state. It is your character's job to try and stop this from happening, all on a fairly open world with difficult combat and interesting traversal abilities. Based on my first few hours of play, the world seems extremely open. There are sure some gates to forward progress, some passages that require a certain ability to get across, but according to the game you can go anywhere to move forward. You have multiple big objectives on the map and you can choose to take them on in any order. I find that this induces two states in people, one of joy of the deep exploration, or one of slight fear. I tend to be a little more in the second category, but that would be a disservice to a lot of the other interesting things going on in this game. The combat is incredibly tight with a counter that feels incredible to use. It's a fairly loose opening in its timing, but with multiple enemies attacking at the same time, it still has an element of skill involved to use correctly. You have a stamina bar to manage, so you can't avoid an attack too much in a row, instead having to find moments of respite in a hectic fight. This paired with a heal that regenerates through combat builds a pacing that is both satisfying and complex. But we have so far missed the big main mechanic of the game, one I've only brushed up against in my first impressions. I've spoke about how the Unsighted come about. Due to every NPC I've encountered, ones that aren't in a flashback anyway, being an android, everyone has this timer associated with them, most of them with a number of hours left. You have the ability to increase this with Meteor Dust, a rare item that adds 12 hours to anyone's systems, including your own. So you have lots of these timers building pressure, and you are the final arbiter of who gets to live longer. This is in contrast with the deep exploration, as I felt if I was going in the wrong direction, then pressure was to stop exploring and get back on track. Also, there's just a damn lot of timers, with a large packed village of people. My guess is you want to be concentrated on the ones who can help you in your cause, but it's still a lot of pressure. As this is a first impressions, I'm not actually fully sure how this will all play out, but I think I want to adequately describe how it feels to play early on. Maybe the mode without the timers is worth a look, but I feel like the timers add so much that you would really be losing something. I think the last thing I would like to point out is that all the characters have been well made and well realised. They are incredibly diverse, well-wrote grouping, all of which I want to know more about, which is obviously great with the fact that they can all die. I have to make choices in the game, having aspects of it made off limits. My play sessions will be different to yours, because I might choose different characters to survive longer. So even though the game is supposedly linear in some ways, it's not, it fleshes out into a player-directed experience. That would be it for my short first impressions today. My name is Billy, thank you for watching.